Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into Instagram's latest algorithm update for May 2025. What's changed, what it means for creators, and how you can stay ahead of the curve. If you've noticed sudden changes in your engagement, reach, or follower growth over the past few weeks, you're not alone. This update marks one of the most significant shifts in Instagram's content ranking strategy since Reels were introduced. Let's break it all down. Section 1. Overview of the update. Instagram's May 2025 algorithm update focuses on three main priorities: content originality and source attribution, personalized discovery enhancements, shift from follower-based reach to interest-based distribution. Let's start with the biggest change: content originality. Instagram is doubling down on surfacing original content and penalizing accounts that consistently repost or recycle content from others without adding significant value. This means reposting TikToks or memes from other accounts could get your visibility throttled unless you clearly transform or credit the source. Next, the platform is prioritizing personalized discovery over chronological or strictly follower-based content delivery. Translation: the Explore, Reels, and For You feeds are becoming more like TikTok, hyper-curated, interest-first ecosystems. Who you follow matters less. What you engage with matters more. Lastly, Instagram is now giving less weight to follower count and more to viewer satisfaction, measured by watch time, saves, profile taps, and shares. Let's unpack each of these. Section 2. Original Content Push. Instagram's head of product, in a recent post, said the update is meant to reward creators, not aggregators. That's key. Here's how Instagram is now defining original content. Created and filmed by the uploader. Contains unique voice, perspective, or editing, not easily found elsewhere on the platform. Enhanced by user-specific elements like captions, voiceovers, or custom audio. So what gets penalized? Accounts that frequently repost content without modification. Meme pages that rely entirely on screenshots or TikToks. And compilation-style content with minimal original input. But Instagram isn't just punishing bad behavior, it's also rewarding originality. According to early data, original Reels now receive up to 42% more reach than recycled content. So if you're a creator or brand, now is the time to lean into original storytelling, voiceovers, behind-the-scenes content, and unique visuals. Section 3. New signals in the algorithm. The algorithm is getting smarter thanks to AI. Previously, likes, comments, and shares were the main engagement signals. Now Instagram is emphasizing passive signals, including watch time per user, completion rate on videos, taps to profile or link in bio, saves and shares through DMs. These passive signals help Instagram determine how satisfying a piece of content really is. And here's the twist. Even if someone doesn't engage, if they watch 100% of your reel and scroll on, that's now counted as a positive signal. Why? Because Instagram wants to keep people watching longer, not just clicking buttons. So quiet viewers finally matter more. What does this mean for creators? Your goal isn't just to get likes, it's to hold attention. So ask yourself, is your hook compelling in the first 2 seconds? Does your video deliver on the promise of the caption? Are you storytelling visually and emotionally? If you can answer yes to all three, you're aligned with the new algorithm priorities. Section 4. The FYP is now the main feed. This may be the most important change of all. Instagram is no longer just a social network, it's becoming a full-fledged content discovery platform. In other words, the way users find and engage with content is shifting from who you know to what you're interested in. Just like TikTok pioneered, Instagram is now leaning heavily into algorithmic content surfacing. Your home feed is no longer a linear stream of posts from people you follow. It's now a dynamic, curated mix of content from both your existing network and creators Instagram thinks you'll enjoy, based on your behaviors, watch history, and engagement patterns. This is most apparent in the Reels tab, where suggested content often dominates, but the trend is spreading across all formats. Static image posts, carousels, and even stories are being evaluated and ranked by machine learning models that prioritize predicted user satisfaction over social connections. That means someone who doesn't follow you and who's never even heard of you can now see your content before someone who actually does follow you, if the algorithm believes they'll engage more. It's a massive shift in how visibility works, and for creators, it's a double-edged sword. On one hand, this levels the playing field. You no longer need a massive follower count or a verified badge to get seen. If you make compelling, relevant content that resonates with specific interests, the algorithm can push it to thousands, even millions, of people. On the other hand, it puts more pressure on the content itself. You can't rely solely on your followers to carry your posts. Every piece you publish now needs to earn attention through performance, measured by watch time, completion rate, and other nuanced engagement signals. In this new system, loyalty is replaced by curiosity, and that means creators and brands alike must adapt their approach. So what's the best way to do that? That brings us to the next key strategy: niche targeting. Section 5. Niche over general. One of the biggest takeaways from this update is the importance of niche content. Instagram is now using AI to cluster user interests more granularly than ever. Instead of broad categories like fitness or beauty, it's grouping content into micro-niches like no-equipment home workouts for busy moms, skincare routines for oily skin in humid climates, beginner-friendly iPhone photography tutorials. Creators who speak directly to one of these micro-niches are seeing a spike in organic reach. So if you've been posting broad content in hopes of pleasing everyone, now's the time to narrow down. Go deep on a topic, speak directly to a type of person, use keywords, hashtags, and captions that clearly define your audience. In 2025, specificity beats virality. Section 6. Impact on business accounts. If you run a business account, you've probably noticed that branded content has become harder to push organically. Here's why. Instagram's updated algorithm deprioritizes overly promotional content. Posts with calls to action like buy now or link in bio are now ranked lower unless they're paired with value-driven storytelling. So instead of selling in the first 2 seconds, smart brands are now sharing behind-the-scenes production stories, using customer testimonials as reels, posting user-generated content, focusing on educational or inspirational angles. The key is to build emotional resonance first, then guide users to action. Even ads are being affected. Instagram is testing a system where ad performance is partially influenced by creative quality scores, determined by how long users watch and whether they interact organically with the ad before clicking. Section 7. Changes to hashtags and SEO. Hashtags are no longer the main discovery tool they once were. Instagram's AI now scans caption text, spoken audio, and image contents to determine relevance. This means SEO-style writing is more important than hashtag stacking. Instead of adding 30 generic hashtags, try writing captions with clear keyword phrasing, specific descriptions of what the content is about, contextual prompts or questions that encourage responses. For example, a post about a skincare routine should describe the skin type, product steps, and results in words, not just hashtags. That said, niche hashtags are still useful, but only if they're relevant. The algorithm is better than ever at detecting spammy or unrelated tagging. Section 8. Stories and DM interaction. Instagram stories haven't changed much algorithmically, but how users interact with them has. The new update gives weight to DMs and story replies as signals of interest. That means the more people who reply to your stories, the more your posts will show up in their feed. Polls, questions, sliders, and interactive stickers are now essential tools. Replies and reactions to stories increase your profile's visibility across the platform. Also, Instagram is starting to integrate DM-based content signals into its recommendations engine. If someone shares your story through DMs, that counts toward your content's discoverability. So don't ignore stories. Think of them as daily engagement boosters that keep your audience warm and keep your account active in the algorithm. Section 9. Action steps for creators. Let's summarize some practical steps you can take to thrive with this update. Focus on original content. Prioritize creativity, storytelling, and transformation. Don't repost without value. Maximize the first 2 seconds. Hook your viewer immediately, especially on reels and carousels. Encourage passive engagement. Craft videos that hold attention, not just ones that bait likes. Niche down. Be specific in who you're speaking to and what value you offer. Use SEO-minded captions. Focus on clear, keyword-rich writing over hashtag floods. Create for discovery, not followers. Think interest first, not follower only. Stay interactive in stories. Use polls, sliders, and DMs to boost relevance. Measure what matters. Track completion rates, shares, saves, and DMs, not just likes and comments. Instagram's May 2025 algorithm update marks a turning point. It's no longer about who you know, but what you create. If you're a brand, a business, or a creator, this is your chance to double down on meaningful, original, and audience-driven content. Don't chase trends, build trust. Don't copy, create, and most importantly, don't panic. Adapt. Thanks for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our future updates. Stay creative, stay consistent, and we'll see you in the next one.